Today, join Weekend Moblin as we start a series of videos covering old gems that we've loved over the years of gaming. We already kind of started this with a Killer Instinct video that you can find right here. After that, we just kept on thinking of old games that we would just love to get people talking about. Please feel free to leave a comment about some old gems that you've been thinking of lately. We would love to see what you have to say. The year was 1992, a year full of ninjas. The three ninjas, Ninja Turtles, Power Rangers, trust me, it was ate up with it. Freaking G.I. Joe has ninjas in it. Why? Well, I'll tell you why. Ninjas in the late 80s and early 90s was like peanut butter and jelly. It went together perfectly, and every company and their mother was going to feed into this. And guess who was no exception? That'd be, of course, Konami. Yeah, they love money. And with that came a series in Japan known as Guillemon. Most of you would know this series as Legend of the Mystical Ninjas. In the United States, we wouldn't see the first game in the series for some time. Matter of fact, the game was out months earlier in Japan. Mr. Guillemon was the actual first game of the series, but wouldn't see release in the United States. It would be 4 games later that the first game in the series would see release here, going under a different name, being that of Legend of the Mystical Ninjas. The main character was loosely based on Ishikawa, a renowned Japanese thief of folklore. The game would star the duo of the outrageously cartoonish Kid Ying and Dr. Yang. Dr. Yang was always my favorite. I love that wimpy looking dude. No, I'm not being harsh. He looks like he would gladly take a hamburger and pay you for it Tuesday. The plot wasn't exactly anything you would write home about, but it was perfect for the setting and the tone of the adventure to follow. Grab a friend to join you and get ready to take on the Atafu army. The game starts with ghost animals roaming the town of Oedo. The duo goes to investigate the occurrences going on and finds himself fighting with a ghost woman, and after defeating her, reveals herself as the cat Kurobe. She tells him that she's looking for strong people to help her find her boss, Kobin. At first, the duo would go after the Atafu army after defeating the leader of the cult dancers, the Lantern Man. After in which they free Kurobe's boss Kobin, he informs them that the daughter of the emperor is believed to have been kidnapped by the army. After defeating the Atafu army, they free a ninja by the name of Ye. She would inform them that the army had never kidnapped the princess and that the wise men of Yiga would be able to help them. Once at Yiga, they would find themselves fighting the robot army of ninjas beating the boss Sasuke. Getting to the old man's chamber, the old man would then tell them the White Mirror and Dragon Pawn would help them find what they seek, sending them off in a cannon to find the princess. The rest of the game you would spend finding clues to find the princess, traveling around gathering information from different parts of Japan. Okay, so now that you know the story, let's hit up on the gameplay a little bit. This is where the game excels. This is by far one of the best couch multiplayer games you will ever have the privilege of playing. Both characters control identically, so just go for the one you like best and get to smacking some women and cats. Sorry about that. Don't do that. I didn't say that. You can throw your money at the cost of, well, money. So you can keep that in mind when you're in a jam. Bombs are also available once you buy them from local shops or winning minigames. Speaking of the minigames, there's trivia, dice, lottery, and air hockey. Both characters can learn up to 4 judo abilities. Level 1, being an animal partner. Level 2, attacking all enemies on the screen. Level 3, it lets you fly for a short time. And level 4, being a powerful combo attack. Most stages are split into 2 parts, one being that of an exploration quest to gather information. This is where you'd play minigames, buy your items, learn said judo attacks, etc. The second part was a platformer, where you'd make your way to bosses defeating goons along the way. This mode was best 2-player for sure. Piggybacking on your friend made for some great times and made landing jumps not near as stressful. While piggybacking, the player on top would control attacks, while the lower half would control your jump. This made for some very interesting multiplayer gameplay, and I remember many fond memories from my cousins to my brothers as kids, to introducing this game to my friends later in high school, playing it during breaks any chance we had, and during class. Matter of fact, it was then that I'd beat this game for the very first time. Yet again to pick it back up on the Wii U Virtual Console to beat it yet again years later with the same friend. Okay, now that you know everything there is to really know about the game, what do you think? Have you played this game before? Do you agree that this game series is worthy of being called a gem? I know I can't be alone on this, and I'm sure this game series has been lost to time to many of you but we here at Weekend Moblin would love to keep it on all of our minds as long as we can. Again guys, this has been Weekend Moblin saying, stay tuned till next time.